Hi, I'm Jim Jordan, speaking to you from my office in Ashland, Oregon. And today I want to talk to you guys about something I've observed lately, well actually for my whole practice, since I've been in practice for 14 years, and just to talk a little bit about when clients don't follow the program, they don't comply, and they don't get results because they don't comply. And this is different than they follow the program, the nutrition program, and they don't get results. That periodically happens if there's some other factors that are not being addressed. But there are cases, and lately I've come across more where I've followed up with somebody for a recheck, and they say, well, I just haven't even put into action any of the suggestions, or very few of the suggestions, or not any for any consistent period of time. So this is a type of self-sabotage. First of all, I want to say that most people can get great results in any health problem they have. A chronic health problem, chronic fatigue, hormone imbalances, digestive problems, all kinds of things, if they just follow a reasonable, rational plan of addressing causes. So with this certainty that I have, at least, I'm quite convinced for the vast majority of people that come to see me that they can get results, they can improve their health substantially, and in many cases completely resolve their health issues if they follow the program. So I've been thinking about what are the top 5 causes. I mean, there could be more causes, but at least 5 causes that I've identified so far of why people, they sort of undermine or sabotage their health program. And the first is what I call the all or nothing approach, which is, if I can't do the program perfectly or completely, I won't do it. And this often comes up in cases where people are on the program for a while, then they go on vacation for a week or two, and they completely drop off all reasonable dietary guidelines, or they don't take any of their supplements, and they have a big setback. When really what should have been done is they could contact me, and we could give you a modified plan for that period of time where you're going out to restaurants or traveling. And I've done this for myself, and when I do that, when I go on trips, and for all my clients. All you have to do is get away from this, I have to be all on the program or not at all, and just be willing to talk to me, and we can make some plan that's workable for you, so you won't have a setback. The second thing that I see very common too is people don't check in. Usually after I see a person for a session, or if I do a phone consultation, I let them know that they should check in with me periodically to let me know how they're doing and let me know if there's anything that's not working right. So for some people, when they stop eating foods that are bad for them and they start taking supplements or other nutritional formulas that are really purifying and healing, they could have some symptoms. And sometimes we have to adjust the amount of a dosage of a supplement the person's taking, or modify their diet slightly to make sure they can get through those bumpy areas. So if you don't check in and you say, well, I just stopped this one program, this supplement, or I stopped eating this way because it didn't feel right, without checking in, then we don't have a chance to modify your program. So the don't check in when you hit a bump in the road approach is counterproductive. The third is, some people, it seems to me, and I've had this back when I was ill in my 20s, their heart's not totally in the program. They're not completely, they have a lot of doubts. So it's one thing to have, I've worked with a lot of people who have had lots of health issues and have tried lots of things. So they're skeptical, or they're doubtful, but to be at least open and have some, emphasize the positive. So basically belief is just something you can generate. So while you're on the program that we designed for you, that we worked out together, why not believe in it? Okay, there's no disadvantage to believe in it. If it doesn't work after a few months, you can always change, or we can modify it, or we can add new components. But while you're on it, believe in it, and basically to use affirmation or to journal, to write down positive changes that are going on, to reinforce belief. So if your heart's not in the plan and you're doubting too much, we should talk about that to address those doubts. Or it could be that you just need something different, a plan that you can believe in. So belief in your program, in your nutrition program, in your healing program, emotional healing program, and some faith is an essential element, especially for long-standing chronic health issues. The fourth reason is what I just call weak willpower. So people actually believe they can get better, but they choose short-term pleasure over long-term happiness. Okay, we've all done this at times, and we still do, even with nutrition. But the issue really here is that willpower can be strengthened. It's like a muscle, and you can develop it. So there's techniques I use for coaching people to develop their willpower without judgment about when you fail, so you can get better results. So willpower can be strengthened, and we can cultivate that. And the last reason is the hardest, really, to overcome, but it is possible. It's just basically a lack of feeling worthy or self-love. This was something one of my health mentors, nutrition mentors, told me years ago, that the #1 requirement for healing, and this man had, I believe it was cancer, my mentor, was self-love. And to value yourself, to love yourself enough that you'll do whatever you need to do to heal. So that means saying no to short-term pleasures often for a while. It means saying yes to resting and taking care of yourself. So when I was very ill in my 20s, I had a lot of, like many people do, doubts of myself and some self-loathing and judgments. And as that changed, as I sort of had a more spiritual view of life, and which encompassed me as part of, what was beautiful about life, then I started to heal and recover my health. So you treat yourself like you would treat your own child, essentially, to be good to them and look out for your best interests. And it's basically just have love. Self-love is just having good intentions for yourself and to follow through on those intentions. So these are 5 of the things I've found that have undermined people's recovery and following their health program, and I hope they're helpful. And I offer coaching to those who want or need coaching to improve their health, and my company is called Create Vibrant Health. My phone number is 541-482-2250, and my website is createvibranthealth.com. Have a wonderful day.